Greetings one and all. My name is Victor Irving Jenkins from Creative to Spotlight Media Marketing. We're down here at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce. We're having an open house tonight, and this open house is for people who are chamber members. I happen to be a chamber member. Are you a chamber member? If not, why not? Well, we're sitting here right now with a chamber member, a brother by the name of Michael. Hello, Michael. How are you?
I'm fantastic to say.
What do you got to tell us about the Chamber, Michael?
Well, the Chamber is an exciting activity that I think all business people, especially African-American business men and women, especially African-American men and women, should be a part of. And it's not just for African-American men and women, but it's for anyone that would like to be a part of a chamber to learn the ins and outs of the different business opportunities in the city, and also how to work with the city in some of the opportunities that come out of that particular area. But I think it's an exciting type of activity to have in a city and for people to belong to.
How long have you been in this chamber right here?
I've been a part of this chamber for over 6 years. I worked as just as a member before, then later joined at the board, and then finally I'm the chair of the board at this time period.
You are the chairman of the board of the Sacramento Chamber of Commerce?
That's what they allow me to
do. Well, do you plan to continue as the board chairman?
This is my second year as the board chair, and I think I'll probably be relieved after this year, and a new person will take the seat.
So, Michael, are you actively connected with businesses in the area?
We're actively connected to the businesses in the area. We try to work with all minority businesses, specifically African-American businesses throughout the city. We try to make a connection with them to show them and to have them network among each other, and also to do business among each other too. One of the key things that we try to do is to provide opportunities for them to take advantage of the opportunities in the city and also with the city of Sacramento. Making sure that they're getting their certifications for any of the contracts that become available in the city, but teaching them how to do it, also how to manage their businesses more appropriately so that they're ready to apply for the different contracts that come before the city.
Well, Michael, stepping back here just for a little bit, what is your business background? What kind of business were you in?
Well, I've had several businesses. Well, my major business is working for the Los Rios Community College District at this point in time, but I also have a consulting business, an educational consulting business, where I work with colleges and universities throughout the United States on enrollment management, strategic planning, and marketing and recruitment. I also have had a catering company in Colorado before for about 6 years, where I work with large companies and corporations for different activities that they were having.
So I suppose for you, having people join the chamber, you just talk about the chamber everywhere you go, and it's not really a recruiting effort for you. It's just sharing with people the good news of the Sacramento Chamber. Is that accurate?
Well, you're exactly right. It's like a job. When you are sitting on a board, to share that board interest wherever you go, making sure that people know about the board, making sure that we're spreading the name and the information and the different types of activities that the board is doing throughout the city. And so that's a big part of what we do. It's just like a second job that you have.
Well, okay. We've been with Michael, what's your last name?
Poindexter.
Michael Poindexter of the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce, who's the actual the chairman of the board?
Exactly.
Michael, we want to thank you for sharing a little bit with us here at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce. And come back and tell us some more if you have time later. How's that?
Okay, well, thank you for having me sit in the seat.
Thank you. Hi there, I'm Victor Irving Jenkins. We're here at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce. We're having an open house tonight. And in an open house at the Black Chamber of Commerce, we have business people that come in. Business people come in to get to know each other, to share ideas about their business, to get to be nice to Aziza Goins, who's the boss down here at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce. Well, we have a business owner here tonight, and one of the things that the Chamber prides itself in is getting to know about individual business owners and their businesses. So let's have a moment here and see, and let me introduce you to Justin. Hello, Justin.
Hello there.
How's everything going?
Everything has been good.
Are you enjoying yourself so far?
I am.
You know, you're pretty sharp there with your 3 Ps. Does your business have anything to do with the 3 Ps? Does that help business?
I know, but I
It definitely does not hurt business. I have my own law firm here in town, in Sacramento. I specialize in personal injury and criminal defense. And so, because I'm wearing a suit to court pretty much 5 days a week, it does help to be in a night suit.
You know, I hear just from watching television and reading books that you don't get to go to court as much as they make you think they do on television. Is that true?
Well, in personal injury, we don't go to court as much as on television. In criminal, we're in court. I'm in court sometimes, maybe 10 times a week.
10 times a week?
Yes.
And I know it's all very private there, but can you tell us anything exciting or anything that you have done that you feel particularly proud of in terms of helping people out with injuries?
Well, I recently filed a claim against the county of Sacramento for the treatment of a client of mine. I'm not going to say his name, but a client of mine who is an inmate at the Sacramento County Jail. He was abused by an officer, or multiple officers. So we filed that claim maybe about 3 weeks ago. And so it's in the claim stage. We haven't filed the lawsuit yet. You have to file a claim with the county first. And then the county reviews it, and then if you don't get an agreement worked out for settlement, then we file the lawsuit.
So tell us, Justin, who inspired you to become a lawyer?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it was any one person. The earliest attorneys, I guess I would say I knew were Thurgood Marshall, because when I was growing up, Thurgood Marshall was a Supreme Court justice. And I was aware of Blair Underwood on LA Law. You know, those are probably two of the only African American lawyers I was aware of.
You know Blair Underwood wasn't a real lawyer, right?
I know that now, but back then, I mean, I knew it was a television show,
right.
But watching it and seeing him arguing cases in front of juries and being in a courtroom and how he was well dressed, you know, I said, okay, and you know, and you knew that based on how he was dressed and where their offices were, they didn't, you know, they weren't starving, so it looked like a career that, and plus I've always liked to argue, and I always like to win. I'm very competitive, and so I'm
You
in the right
like
field for
to
that.
argue? Really?
Of course.
But you don't mean violent? You mean just debating?
Okay, we can use the word debate, but
Okay.
or argue. You know, when we say in court, we say, you know, you got closing arguments. We don't say
Right.
closing debates.
Right. Okay.
So I do like to debate. I've liked to debate ever since I was a kid. But more importantly, I like to win. And you put those two together, being a lawyer is a good career for that, if you're any good.
Now, what's next for you, Justin? You're an attorney now. Do you aspire to be a judge yourself, like your mentor is Thurgood Marshall?
Well, you have to be practicing for 10 years in order to become a judge.
Okay.
I actually just hit my 10-year mark a week ago. And so, you never know. I've thought about it. We'll see. I don't know yet.
Well, Justin, we business people generally are well-rounded, and we can talk about our business all day and all night. But I'd like to ask you, Justin, because obviously we don't want to argue. What do you do? What sort of leisure activities do you enjoy doing?
Well, in the winter, I enjoy going to Lake Tahoe with my friends and go snowboarding. During the summer, like right now, a couple of my friends have boats, and we'll go out on the Sacramento American River, out on the boat, hang out, drop anchor, and, you know, hang out with other boats. My sister and her family live in the Bay Area, so I go out and visit them. I mean, that's the main thing. During football season, I do fantasy football, and I enjoy that because I know what I'm doing. And I usually win a little something.
Well, Justin, after talking with you, and I'm sure our viewing audience agrees, you seem like a very personable guy and somebody that they would love to do business with. Now, I know that coming to see you, that they're not in the best frame of mind when they come to see you, but let us know how we can connect with you. Your phone name, your website, how can we connect with you?
My full name is Justin Ward, the Ward Law Firm. We're located we just moved actually. Our new address is 901 H as in Harry Street, Suite 601, Sacramento, California 95814. The office phone number is 916-443-2474. The website is www.jlwardfirm.com.
Well, thank you so much, Justin. We've been talking with Justin from
Ward Firm.
From the Ward Firm here at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce. I am Victor Irving Jenkins, creative Spotlight Media Marketing. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back in a moment. We're back here at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce Open House, and we're here with a phenomenal young man who says that he doesn't have anything to say. Well, you and I know that that's not the case. Once I tell you who he is, if you don't recognize Aubrey from the California Black Chamber of Commerce, then you are not in the know, and you need to be down here at our open house. So Aubrey, tell us how you're doing. Put the mic right up to him out there, all the way. Yeah.
I'm alive and well, brother.
You're alive and well. How long have you been affiliated with the Black Chambers in the state of California?
First, I was the president here at the Sacramento Black Chamber back in '91 to '93, and then in charge of the state Black Chamber from '94.
Okay.
So a long time.
So how has it been for you?
It's been interesting.
It's been interesting.
Yeah.
Now, are you affiliated with any other chamber of commerce?
Of course, I'm the chairman of the board for the U.S. Black Chamber in Washington, D.C.
You're the chairman of the board?
Yes.
Wow. How did they find you?
I created the organization. So
You created the United States?
The United States Black Chamber.
So, Aubrey, how can you, with a clear conscience and a straight face, tell me that you don't have anything to say? How did you do that?
Because I talk all the time.
Oh, okay.
And I just wanted to come over and support the local chamber this season. And just kind of mix it in.
Well, we're going to honor you with that, Aubrey. We're not going to ask you a whole lot of questions, but since you are at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce, why don't you take maybe a minute to tell the people who are watching why it's a great idea to find out more about the Sacramento and the California Black Chamber of Commerce?
Well, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure this thing out. At the end of the day, it's all about economics, especially in America. And we're in a bad economic position. And a lot of that position is from the fact that we don't have enough businesses. Because obviously, businesses hire people for employment. And our unemployment numbers are just off the chart. And we just need to grow more African-American businesses, minority businesses, but particularly African-American businesses, so that they can hire more, young men and women to fill those slots in there. We all have an obligation.
Aubrey, I believe you're right, and I just want to thank you very much for taking a few minutes on your busy evening to address the viewers and myself here at the Sacramento Black Chamber.
Good to see you.
Oh, one other thing, Aubrey. Suppose somebody wants to connect with you. Do you let people connect with you, Aubrey?
Sometimes.
How? How they do it?
But they can easily call 916-463-0177. Night or day, and we'll return their call within 24 hours. Promise.
Thank you, Aubrey.
All right, brother.
Hi there. I am Victor Irving Jenkins again. I've said that several times. If you've been here with us, then you know that I'm from Creative Spotlight Media Marketing. We're at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce. They're doing a live remote to let you know what's going on at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce. We're having an open house. And right now, we're with a business owner. I just met her, so I'm not sure whether she's a member of the chamber yet, but I know for sure that she is a business person. So ladies and gentlemen, help me say hello to Adele James. Can you speak a little louder?
Sure, Adele James.
So Adele James, are you a member of the Sacramento Black Chamber?
I am a member of the chamber, and I'm also a board member of the chamber.
You're a board member. How long have you been a board member?
I'm a new board member as of late last year, so one of the newbies.
So what inspired you to be a board member? Why did you want to do that?
Well, I've known Aziza for quite some time, and I've been aware of the work that the chamber does, and it's really important, I think, to have an organization like this that can represent the perspectives of the Black community and be that voice in order to ensure and work towards getting more business into the Black community. So I think it's a really important mission that they have.
So I take it you have a business too?
Yes.
What business are you in?
I'm an organizational professional development consultant, and I also do coaching.
What type of coaching? I like coaching.
So I do career and life transition coaching, but I also integrate that into my organizational development work. So a lot of times executive directors will find that it's quite lonely when they're trying to implement plans, or they don't feel comfortable necessarily in sharing about their doubts, with the staff, because they feel as though they have to play this role and not sort of convey these insecurities to staff. So what I'll do is that I may assist in designing a strategic plan of board development, and I can also work with the executive director in doing one-on-one coaching on what may be inhibiting them from implementing that plan, or if it's, how can you take it to a whole other level so you can be wildly successful. Maybe it's even about how you have some balance between your work and life. That job that you started with that you really love, is just really sort of, depleting you. And so how do you get back to that place where you have that balance? So it's a combination of those things that I implement with executive directors, but also with teams and managers.
Now, is there any, shall we say, surprisingly common obstacles that people go through that you would share with us that you wouldn't suspect it's a problem, but just one thing that comes to mind?
The funny thing is that a lot of times people will bring me on because they think they have a technical or a logistical issue. So we need a strategic plan, or we need to implement the plan. And a lot of the times what I find is that it's not that they can't do that, but it's often the concerns, the doubts that they have that they don't want to speak about, that they may not even be aware of, that are usually the underlying pieces. So it's kind of like, how do you get at that and say, okay, how can we move past this? So I think often that's really what it is. And a lot of times too, that they stray away from, or they're not as clear about what are their values, what are those things that make them really passionate about. So if you can get them reconnected to that and aware of thinking about the choices and the decisions, that then can be the motivating factor. So, to me, that's the big secret that's underlying.
Well, here at Spotlight Media Marketing, we're always into marketing and getting people out there. So, as a business owner, how can our viewers find you?
So you can go to my website, and it's AdelJamesConsulting.com. So AdelJames Consulting, CONSULTING.com. And also too, I am listed among the chamber members, so you can go to the website of the Black Chamber of Commerce. But not only my business, but there are a lot of other businesses who are listed, and that is something that is available and accessible to chamber members, and you can always call and ask for referrals for various businesses here through the chamber.
So you're one of the good things they'll get if they come join this chamber, huh?
Yes.
Thank you, Adele. We appreciate you. This is Quaver Spotlight Media Marketing. Bye for now. We'll be back with another exciting business person.
We will get you registered while you're here, learning more about SMUD. We'd be delighted to do that. We're also holding a new member orientation. So we do a lot of good things with SMUD. They're really wonderful partners of ours, and I want them to be good partners to you too. So be sure to come and take advantage of that. We have a small enough group. Some people have had to leave under the guise that they've got other places to go, but I know they're going to watch the basketball. I know exactly what's happening. There's going to be fewer and fewer people here in a couple of minutes. But what I want to do, since we have a small enough crowd, I'd like to take the time to go around the room very quickly and tell us your name and your business and what you do. Because that's what we're here for. We want you to have an opportunity to meet each other and to do business with each other. We've got to learn to do business with each other. Business to business is important. And you can't do it if you don't know who you are. So let's take that opportunity now, starting with Ruth. And tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm from Nome. I'm Clarence Williams from President California Capital Financial Development Corporation, and we provide financial services, financial literacy workshops, loans, loan guarantees, and we just recently opened our brand new SBA Women's Business Center. That is correct.
Can we speak, can we hear from the one who's running?
That's what
Hi, everybody. I'm Debbie Muramoto, and I work for California Capital, and I'm director of the new SBA Women's Business Center. So we have a lot of online training, financial education, business development programs, one-on-one group counseling, bilingual business education, micro-lending, the whole gamut. And we work closely with the CISA.
We're realty and I specialize in residential investment properties.
Media company, and we do advertising and marketing.
My name is Justin Ford. I have my own law firm here in town specializing in personal injury and criminal defense.
Now opened up my first nonprofit, which is called the Urban Advocates and Achievers. We do two main things. We help people not outlive their money, and the second thing, we help advocate for parents that need educational services for their child.
Hi, thank you. I'm Jesse Hernandez, and I'm with Pure Graphics and Printing. I help small businesses with all their graphics and print needs and promotional products. And I also have a limousine company called Mixed Master Limousine, so if anybody needs ground transportation services, I also provide that as well.
That Tish is back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a long, tough 9 months without you being here in the office. We're glad to have you back.
It's good to be back.
For those of you that didn't know, she left. She thought she was going to find the pot of gold on the East Coast. And she was there and found out that it was right in her own backyard. So she's back home, and we welcome you and thank you so much for coming back here.
We're here at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce Open House. And we're with a young lady who is no stranger to open houses at the Black Chamber of Commerce, no stranger to Sacramento, California. So ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Plachette Robinson of the Sac Hub. Hi, Plachette. You know better than I was, Plachette, but we don't want to know about me, we want to know about you. Are you a member of the Black Chamber of Commerce?
I am.
Have you been a member a long time?
I have. I actually have been with the Sac Black Chamber for almost 5 or 6 years now.
5 or 6 years. Was it an easy choice to join the Black Chamber of Commerce?
Well, I would have to say yes. I mean, when I first moved to Sacramento, I was trying to find out all of the different things are for African Americans, different memberships to join and how to network. And when I found out about the chamber and all of the offers, I felt like I could learn to be a good membership.
So then you are a pretty good ambassador for the chamber. Would you perhaps be an official chamber ambassador? Are you an ambassador for the chamber?
Well, I don't think I've been named an official ambassador, but yes, I do endorse different businesses to definitely come on board as a member of the chamber, go to the mixers, and go to the different workshops that are offered, and just utilize the website.
And I happen to know about all the things that you do, and I guess once people figure out that you are a chamber member, it would make sense that they'd want to be a chamber member too. But just for the sake of our viewing audience, why don't you tell us a little about what you do, Plachette? What are you famous for?
Well, I guess SacBlackChamberOpenHouse would be famous for its website, the publications, all of the photos, and all of the colors, and the events that we put on the website about the excitement, what's happening, not only Sacramento, the Bay Area, Los Angeles, and beyond. So that's the entertainment, but we also provide lots of resources. So we've become very well known for a lot of information on the website about different businesses, services, products, scholarship directory, there's just, you can find out about different people in the community. We do lots of great profile articles. People you would otherwise not know in mainstream.
So this was an event where we are now, but you put on quite a few events. Do you have any events coming up in the very near future that you can share with our viewing audience?
Yes, we do. We actually are planning now for the Exceptional Women of Color Networking Brunch Conference, otherwise known as EWA. We do this every year, and this happens to be our 5th year now as well. We do have our keynote speaker who is Assembly Woman Ali Mitchell, who will be our keynote. That's going to take place on October 5th. Really, really excited about this conference. It's a great networking opportunity. We have a lot speakers, we have just women come from all around, big event where they just really get to meet a lot of different people that they have not met before. Sometimes they have not meet we don't really have to stop for a very long time. And women always are engaged. They always have a take. So it's just a very exciting, very dynamic thing.
I just happen to know that that's a very dynamic conference because it was after that conference when I actually started seeing and talking to you on a regular basis. That's a great conference. And what's not great about an exceptional woman of color networking brunch? How can that be wrong, huh? They say black girls rock. Well, there were lots of different women of color that event. Anyway, Plachette, if you have anything in the near future coming up, you do another thing, you can tell them about it now.
Okay. Well, that's just one of the things that's coming up. We are preparing for a lot of different trade shows. Black Expo is coming up at the end of this month. It's taking place in Sacramento. There's another Black Expo event that's taking place in August in Oakland that we'll be participating in. And then our event that's coming up in October. And then the Black Physicians Forum, which will be the 4th annual. That will take place in either February or March of 2014.
So many of the people watching really want to know how to connect with you. You have an events calendar that's off the chain. So how can they connect with you? How can they stay plugged in to the stuff that you're doing?
The way you stay plugged in is definitely SacBlackChamberOpenHouse.com. You can Google us, SacHub. You need to email in on our newsletter. Email me at contact@SacBlackChamberOpenHouse.com, or you can call our office at 906-234-3589 to learn more about different events that take place and to actually get e-blast announcements in our urban week.
What a beautiful name, Plachette. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been with Plachette Robinson, otherwise known as Miss Sac Hub. Thank you, Plachette.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Russ Starker. We're at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce. We're at the open house event today. And I'm sitting here with Russ Starker, and Russ is going to say a little bit about the chamber and about his business. And, well, Russ Starker, how you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Well, you know how I'm doing, Russ. I don't want to give you the long answer. However, be sure to put the mic up to your mouth. We want to hear what you got to say. So, how are you affiliated with the chamber, Russ?
I'm affiliated with the chamber. I'm a board member of the chamber, and my main focus is trying to make sure it's certified, state certified, so that they can actually apply for the bigger contracts that the state gives and flood gives and businesses that large corporations give. And so I am pushing certification.
So I guess the big question would be, why would a business want to be state certified?
Because small business may need to do maybe $1,000 contract here, or maybe a couple $3,000 contract there. But if they're certified in the state of California, they are qualified to get $50,000 contracts, $100,000 contracts. That's what.
Well, now, Russ, when you talk those kind of numbers, many people think that the process is probably stringent. It's probably difficult.
And that's why you should join the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce, because you're walking through the process. We have classes that teach you how to fill out the application, how to understand the process, and we're there to hold your hand, to take you through the entire process. And we get a lot of the contract bids that come out so that if you're in the chamber, then we allow you to get access to contracts that come through our office.
Well, presumably, you are a businessman as well. Would that be an accurate assumption?
I am a representative for a state senator, and so our business is to make sure that the constituents of the greater Sacramento area get access to all the resources that are out there, the state resources, and as much as we can, because it's just an individual, well, in my office, are individuals and we work together, but we have just under 1 million constituents, and our district office is 8 people. So as much as we can do with our team, the experience, the knowledge, and the context that we have, we're able to do what we can. And that's why I'm part of the chamber, because it's a great networking opportunity and allows me to bring it back to our office and able to spread as much news as we can to the constituents.
Now, are you restricted to certain geographical areas in town?
Well, our focus, our district is from Alberta along the river and down to the tip of Elk Road east to Rancho, that kind of thing. And so we as an office, our center, as an individual, trying to help the entire state and the entire country as long as we're helping people. So we don't limit ourselves to which
Well, Russell, we want to thank you so much for taking the time from you and joining this open house. I appreciate you coming to be on our set here at Creative Spotlight Media Marketing. And I just want to give you a big shout out. And if anybody needs to find you, because that's what we do, how can they find you?
They can call our office. That's that's Senator Bill Steinberg's district office. And we help with state issues. Because you go to Congress for federal issues, you go to county, supervisor county issues, city council.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Russell Steiger.
Thank you.
Sacramento Black Chamber is what's happening. So we're here with one of the chamber members, someone who's affiliated with the Black Chamber. His name's Stan William, and he's going to regale us with a few stories about the chamber and he and his business. And Stan William, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing excellent. Victor, how are you?
Man, if I don't even have enough time to tell you how good I'm doing because I want to know how good you're doing. Put that mic up to your mouth, way up there. Yeah, we want to hear what you got to say. So Stan, how are you affiliated with the Black Chamber of Commerce?
Well, our company, the Import Funding Group, we help small businesses get money for their businesses. Every company. And what we do is we have a system that gives business owners unprecedented access to 2,100 or so funding sources. We help the business recognize exactly how much funding that it qualifies for in this market. And we also help the business to establish and build a strong credit profile so they can have access to even more funding without credit checks or personal guarantees.
Stan, you seem like you're pretty experienced in that. How long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been in and out of the funding business, real estate business, for about 22 years. I used to be a real estate broker. The market changed, and I got into what I really love to do, and that is helping businesses get funding. Helping them to establish credit profiles so they can have the working capital they need to do things.
So then I guess you must have started out in business yourself at some time, is that right?
Yes, sir.
What kind of business were you in before you got into funding? And were you always into funding?
Well, I was into funding pretty much. Real estate broker and mortgage lending. Then I decided to give back to the community, so we opened up a nonprofit. We helped homeowners mortgage workouts. So a lot of people were having problems with getting funding mortgages, and so we were helping them carry points. And once the economy began to turn around, I got back into funding again. I hooked up with a business funding suite, so programs, online affiliation program that walks business owners through the process of getting funding, preventing you from the heartbreak of denial when a business bank denies you. Using areas that you know ahead of time what the lenders are looking for, what the requirements are, to get funding.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, live remote at the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce Open House. I am Victor Irving Jenkins from Creative Spotlight. We are here with Mr. Brown. Hello, Mr. Brown, how are you?
How you doing?
How are you affiliated with the Chamber of Commerce?
I'm a broker owner of Bridgeville Realty. We specialize in investment properties. Also a homeowner and
So how long have you been doing that?
I've been working in investment properties for about 10 years. And we work work in both small residential units and also larger apartment complexes.
And how long have you been a member of the chamber?
Just came to join the chamber.
All right. Good, congratulations. And how did you hear about the chamber? You've been in Sacramento all this time?
Yes, in Sacramento all this time.
So what changed to make you join the chamber?
Well, I knew it was time. I started getting the community to understand the importance of being in the real estate investment field. And so that we get away from renting and become the landlords.
So, do you have a whole bunch of properties yourself?
I have quite a few properties. Sometimes when I was in the flipping business, buy and sell. Now I'm buying and holding on to properties. And it changes as the market changes. So I'm here to work with other people in the community so they understand we're building wealth and not trying to get rich. And when we build wealth, then we can pass that wealth on to future generations.
Okay, well, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks to me like our time here has come to an end. We were live remote at the Sac Black Chamber, 5770 Freeport Boulevard in Sacramento, California. We only have one open house per year here at the Sac Black Chamber, but there'll be another mixer in August. So stay tuned on the website to www.SacBlackChamber.org to stay posted on all the things that we have going on here at Sac Black Chamber. You are listening to Victor Irving Jenkins from Creative Spotlight Media Marketing, and we hope that you have enjoyed this live remote half as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you. So until next time, we want to encourage each and every one of you viewing to have yourself a good time and do business.